I applaud you, Allurial editorial reader picker team. This was everything I didn't know I needed. Hello everyone, happy April. It is time to unbox a new Allurial subscription box. This is the April box. I did splurge, even though I shouldn't have. I did splurge on 2 of the April selections because, oh my goodness, wait till you see this pink one. It is so gorgeous. And I'm not typically a pink person, but I am an ocean person, and the water and the waves on this cover were just gorgeous. I did justify it to myself by not choosing a book of the month April pick because I honestly didn't like any of the April picks that they had for book of the month. I wasn't thrilled by any of the descriptions. So I doubled up on Allurial this month. No regrets, and saved a credit for in my book of the month. So let's take a look. They are wrapped up together, but they only gave 1 bookmark. I'm going to flip over the bookmark after I unwrap them to see which book it goes with. Let's unwrap this. Ooh, it's so pretty. So we have City of Iron and Ivy by Thomas Kent West. Oh my gosh, look at the shine on the heart. That's super cool. Oh, and the bumblebee is beautiful. Here's the spine. Here's the back. Beauty is the difference between unique and strange, and I am not beautiful. Woo! Okay, let's take a look. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. We got the same thing on the top. Okay. Oh, yes. This speaks to me on multiple levels. We have the parchments. We have this beautiful butterfly. We have glass jars, which I go bananas over glass jars. We have these beautiful books and some flowers. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. Let's take a look at the back. Is it the same? Oh no, we have a different flower. Oh wow, we have some letters, a sword, a lily, and a candle. Wow. All right, let's take a read here. See what this is all about. In an alternate London alive with botanical magic, Ellsworth Elderwood is a thorn among roses, a bristly, scarred scholar in a world of socialites. Her sister Persephone is the opposite, a graceful debutante seeking a marriage that will save their family from ruin, at least until Persephone is murdered. Well, what do you think, Calypso? Yeah, it sounds pretty good, and we love plants in this house. We love plants in this house, so yeah. So this is good. We love botanical magic. Suddenly, the last scion of her house, Ellsworth must abandon her studies and find a wealthy husband. She is thrust into a London fueled by floralmancy. Hedge witches sprout nightshade from their fingertips, high-born ladies weave gowns from wildflowers, and a serial killer called the Reaper transforms his victims into plant-human hybrids. This is insane. I must say, this is an extremely original plot, and I am so here for it. When clues suggest the Reaper is a powerful nobleman, Ellsworth's search for her sister's killer and her hunt for a husband become one and the same. But she is drawn to, I covered this word because this word is not appropriate for my students who stumble upon my YouTube channel. Born archaeologist Silas Blackwood, I think is what it is, Silas Blackthorn, who may have dark twisted secrets of his own. Ellsworth must determine friend from foe and lover from liar or suffer the same fate as her sister. Oh yeah. So you can see why I picked this. This is an excellent, excellent choice. Let's look at pick number 2. This is pick number 2. This is the one I added on because just look at this cover with the foil, the shimmer. We have a mermaid. We've got this like pink coral situation, this like Roman Gothic type of architecture. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the clamshell with the pearl. This is The Wicked Sea by Jordan Stephanie Gray. Here is the back with this beautiful ship. Oh, we have an octopus, of course. Of course. I always love an octopus. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. I must admit that the sprayed edges are a no-go on my video because the mermaids are not in dress code. And there are students that have found my YouTube channel, unfortunately. And while I love they support me creatively, it does mean that I have to be extremely careful about what I video. So we will not be showing the sprayed edges, but just let me say it is a gorgeous pink background with some very lovely mermaids who unfortunately are not in dress code. As I like to say, here we have, oh my goodness, she is the moon and you are the tides. That is stunning. Wow, that is just, oh gosh, that's so pretty. Wow. Let's go to the back. Oh, same on the back. Wow, what a gorgeous, gorgeous edition. Let's take a read. Now, I will say the top and bottom spray edges, we have some skulls in the pink clouds, and then the bottom, we have our octopus friend again and some waves. Those are appropriate, so we can look at those are just as gorgeous as the side. Let's see what we got. Beneath the sea, a heart beckons. Mermaid Zephyra of the Sill dreams of freedom. On the run from a dangerous sorcerer after years of torment, she shed her tail, grew legs, and hid herself on land in the marrow-loathing kingdom of Mortia. She survives by stealing and bartering on the dirty streets until she's arrested and sentenced to death by a brutal warlock, Arian Stone. Arian? Go with Arian. Arian is as beautiful as he is cold and deadly, interested solely in executing the marrow he view as evil. He grew as strong as any warlock might, but at great personal cost, which can be remedied only by the heart of the god of death, lost to a fabled kingdom somewhere in the ocean's treacherous depths. Despite his contempt for her, Arian offers Zephyra a deal she can't refuse. Help him find the mystical heart, and he'll spare her life. With her life at stake, Zephyra agrees, entangling their souls and forbidden desires in a magical bargain. But Zephyra's past is catching up to her, and the enemy she fled seeks vengeance. If Zephyra and Arian can't learn to fight together and trust each other, a fate worse than death awaits them. You know, it actually sounds much better now that I've read it again. I think, well, it could go either way. It could be really cheesy and kind of ridiculous, but I'm willing to give it a try. And definitely display it, even if I don't like it, because oh my goodness, this is absolutely stunning. Let's see if we got this bookmark. Oh no, it is the other one. Oh, and it's got the heart. Oh, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm so excited about that. That's gonna go perfectly when I'm reading this. Beautiful. So there are our Allurial April picks. I will let you know what I think. This one will be perfect because this actually fits my magical readathon where I have to read something with plants on the cover. So that is fantastic. I may change one of my magical readathon picks to go with this because this has got some plants. Generally not recommended for a bouquet. I love this. Ooh. Awesome. Wow. I love that. Oh my gosh. It's page 4 and this is insane. We have to talk about this book. It was the most delicious, wonderful. Oh my goodness. It was so incredible. The characters were on point. The plot was original and fantastic. The botanical magic was just breathtaking, but there was also tension and suspense and like truly horrifying moments of terror and like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I want to continue reading this, but I can't put this down. This bad boy was almost 600 pages and I blazed through it. Normally when I get a book this long, I either get bored in the middle or I get frustrated that I'm not like making as much progress as I would like. I couldn't stop reading this book. It's not often that a book can overcome my natural circadian rhythm and keep me up at night, because when the sun goes down, my body is done. I couldn't stop reading this. Do not sleep on this. You need to read it. You need to fall in love with these characters. You need to become obsessed with botanical magic. You need to become obsessed with the florography, with the study of reading about flowers. In fact, I highly recommend doing a tandem read with this book right here. This is all about the different types of flowers and what they would have meant in Victorian England, which this book is semi-set in. It's clearly going for the Victorian vibe. It doesn't have Queen Victoria on the throne, but it has a queen on the throne who clearly has gone through some trauma, has gone through some grief as Queen Victoria did, and it was known for like the last part of her reign. It is set at a time where England is colonizing India, and there are discussions about that. And so this teaches you basically what flowers meant during that time and gives you beautiful illustrations of the plants themselves, and then gives you the meaning and the origin and like what to pair it with and what those pairings mean. So every single chapter in this book starts by telling you some sort of plant and what it would mean in Victorian England language, and then definitely you should tandem read with this one. I think it's going to give you more enjoyment and more depth in the reading of this book. But as I said, do not sleep on this. The cover is absolutely stunning, by the way. I know we talked about that earlier, but I have to talk about it again because it's so incredible. I did see the original cover for this book, the traditionally published. This is the Allurial version. I did see the traditionally published cover. I was not as impressed with it. I think I would have walked away from it if I had just seen that on a table in a bookstore. Do not let the cover fool you. This is worth reading. In fact, I'm doing a book bracket to rate the best book of each month and then have like a March Madness kind of competition between them. I didn't think, I couldn't have ever predicted that anything would beat the third Plated Prisoner series book. I read that last month, and I just knew that that one was going to make it all the way to the end. Unfortunately for that book, Glint, I think it was. Glint or Gleam, one of the two. This book is going to be in the same bracket as the Plated Prisoner #3 book, and this is going to knock it out. Hands down, this is going to knock it out. I will be shocked if this doesn't knock out every single other book that I read for the rest of this year, because this was that good. Which brings me to the other book which we had, which was The Wicked Sea. Still love this cover so much. I am on chapter 5 It does switch back and forth points of view between the female main character and the male main character. So far, I am greatly enjoying it. It's a really cool concept with the mermaids, and then we have some warlocks as well. It is first person perspective for both characters that we're being told the story from. I will say that I feel like there's too many cuss words. I feel like they're being overused. I'm not opposed to cuss words in a book. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't offend me or anything like that. But I do think that eventually it gets a little lazy to overuse curse words to the point where I'm just like, gosh, we just used that as an adjective. Can we find a different word? Other than that, I am really enjoying it. It starts right off with drama. Full on drama. Very, very powerful, very aggressive, and you're like, wow, this is insane. And then it goes into the female main character and starts telling us her story, and now I'm finally at the first telling of the male main character. I like it. I can see why I've been seeing it a lot on other people's videos. So I am eager to finish this one as well. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it by the end of the month, because with Magical Readathon and with some other books that my students have suggested to me, and just there's just a lot. It's a lot of stuff I want to read right now. The Book Witch just came out, which I've been waiting on that for like a year. So lots of other things have gotten me distracted. So I haven't quite gotten into this yet, but this was so perfect. This was so perfect. I didn't know if it could get better than To Cage a Wild Bird, which was February's Allurial. Or March's, it was March's Allurial. Wow. Wow. I don't know who their readers are, or who their pickers are, or whoever decides which book gets to become Allurial worthy. But whoever voted for this book, you are my hero. Because I don't know that I ever would have picked it up outside of Allurial. I don't know that I ever would have stumbled across it. And I am pretty much recommending it to every single person that I know. And I'm so happy I read it. Until next month.